Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. I'm gonna come over this way and get on here so I can see you guys from here. Well, it hasn't come up yet. Oh wait, I see it. Oh shoot. Is there anybody here? Okay, let me walk back up here. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn my sound down. Okay, let me walk back up here. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn my sound down. Oh shoot. Okay, let me walk back up here. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn my sound down. Oh shoot. Okay, there we go. Okay. So today, I was thinking about it today. I want to maybe do back, shoulders, and some legs. Does that sound good? Is the mic working? I heard it for a little bit over there. Last live I did on Facebook for another page that I have, that I had the mic in, I had it turned on, and I didn't push in the thing far enough and you couldn't hear it very well. So just want to make sure we can hear it well. I'm going to aim this down just a little bit, like so. Okay. So, hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, sorry I didn't get on here last week. I decided to do a virtual horse show and was kind of focused on that. And even though I didn't work out, my legs got sore because I hadn't ridden since last year, probably October or so of last year, maybe November. My inner thighs got really sore and my sit bones got sore. And I did get a lot of cardio walking around with my horses, lunging them and stuff. So I want to try to make this a weekly thing, and I almost put it off till tomorrow, but I'm trying to really commit. I'd like to get this channel going again. So whenever you guys watch my videos, please give them a thumbs up if you like them, because that will help my channel to grow. And yeah, and make sure you watch some of my other videos too, because that'll make them come up in your news feed and you'll get notifications better. I just watched a video on that today. So if you're not getting notifications from my channel, it means that you just haven't been here in a little bit. So the more often you watch my videos will show up on your homepage. So glad you guys are here. And I was thinking everything will be kind of like a body weight exercise with dumbbells. So I'm just waiting to see if we get a couple more people to come on before we start. And I was thinking of doing as many rounds as possible, but I don't really want to do that. I want to just do straight sets. And like I said, it'll be back, shoulders, and legs. Glutes included in there too. So, okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And, oh, one more person. Yay. Okay, so we're getting ready to do back, shoulders, and legs. And I thought of a couple different compound exercises to do that will hit all of those. And I think it'll be a fun workout. Straight sets, we're just going to do straight sets. So first thing I want to start with is I think I want to use 8 pounds to start, and this is going to be a dumbbell row with a Romanian deadlift. So the Romanian deadlift has slightly bent knees. So we're going to do a dumbbell row for back and then a deadlift for hamstrings slash glutes. Okay, so we're going to bend. Make sure you keep your back flat. We're going to do a row and a deadlift. Make sure you're using your hamstrings and your glutes when you pull yourself up. Tuck your glutes at the top. So you do that with your hips, pushing your hips forward. Pull your shoulders back to squeeze your shoulder blades for your back. Make sure you keep your back flat on both of them. Okay, I don't know how many, oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I don't know how many reps that was, but I wanted to kind of just start light to get warmed up. And yeah, I'm not gonna go all out like I did for, I think it was chest and arms. My biceps were so sore for about 4 days. So, yeah. And if you notice my sound isn't working throughout the video at any point, let me know so I can check it and make sure. But it's 83 degrees here today, and it is pretty warm in here. I'm like warmed up already. Are you guys warmed up? Are you guys doing this with me? So that was the first set. I'm going to go up a little bit heavier. And like I said, I'm not going to go all out because, well, one, because I'm going to be doing another virtual horse show and I don't want my legs super, super sore because I need to be able to ride and focus. And when my legs are really sore, it's hard to focus. So the first day I rode and my inner thighs and sit bones got sore, the next day it was hard to focus on my horse because I was so sore. So I'm going to go up to 10s and I'm going to count this time. I'm not going to talk during it. So just remember to, knees are slightly bent on the Romanian deadlifts, and remember to keep your back flat. So I'm just going to focus on my set, and probably did, I would guess, maybe around 15, somewhere between 15 and 20 maybe on the first set, somewhere around there, maybe closer to 15. Here we go. That was 15 reps. And I'm working up a sweat. Oh. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. And yeah, I can check my sound over here too, actually, while I catch my breath. Oh my goodness. Are you guys doing this with me? Or am I all by myself? Okay. Are you guys doing this with me? Sounds good. Okay, yay. Okay. So that was 10 pounds. I did 8 pounds on the first one, 10 pounds on the second one. And these aren't super hard, but like I said, I don't want to push it too hard. I just want to do enough to kind of get a workout in. I did do a light arm workout a couple days ago. So this would be my second workout this week. Yay me. Have you guys been working out? I hope you guys have. I'm going to go up to 12s on the next one. Okay. Here we go. Whoops. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting on all the way on the screen so you can see my hips too. Okay, here we go. So you can see the tilt at the hips. Tilt. See, it comes from the hips. I have no idea how many that was. I lost count. But I started to feel that one in my back a little bit more. Oh man, it's hot in here. Okay. Has anybody said anything yet? Nobody's saying anything. Okay. Next thing I want to do are squats with a dumbbell press for shoulders. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to start with 8s on this one too. So this is going to be dumbbells held here. I'm going to hold them here when I squat, and then when I come up and go to press, I'm going to turn him this way. So like a regular dumbbell press, then turn him back. So I guess that's kind of like an Arnold press. So it'll be a squat first. I'm going to turn sideways. So you want to keep your back flat, chin up, chest up. So I hear my knees. I felt that in my shoulders the most. Even though my knees are popping, they don't hurt. A chiropractor told me one time it's just air. The snap, crackles, and pops are just air in your joints. So I did hurt my knee about 5 years ago, but I think it's all better. Yeah, I tore something in the back of my knee. But I feel all healed. So I felt my shoulders the most on that. This is a smaller muscle group than your legs, so I'm feeling it more here than here. But I'm trying to make my squats really purposeful. So when I'm squatting, I'm really thinking about my legs, like when I squat down. So I'm not just, dropping down. I'm like, as soon as my knees bend, I'm almost flexing from within. I'm just on the inside of my legs, making my legs let myself down. And I'm going a little slower to make it more purposeful. So I feel my legs too. Yeah, and actually just doing that, yeah, I feel them. Oh, hi. Glad you could come. Yeah, my legs are a little bit pumped just from that. So I think I'm going to stick with the 8s because I probably won't ride today. It's a little overcast and we're supposed to get some wind. It doesn't look windy yet. But I'll definitely ride tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be a really nice sunny day, so I don't want my legs too sore. So I'm going to stay with the 8 pounds and, yeah, just get a little bit more for my legs. Oh wait, I got 10s. I don't want 10s. Do I want 10s? No, I don't want 10s. See, my mind wants to do it. But I'm trying to listen to my body. My body's saying, nope, you're going to be sore. So 8 pounds again. And I'm going to face this way this time. So, yeah. And my feet are probably about shoulder width apart. Maybe a tiny bit wider. Okay. And so did 12 reps on the first set. So we'll shoot for probably 10 to 12 for this set. So 12. But I'm not sure. It was between 10 and 12, I think. My heart rate, my heart's pounding. I can hear it in my ears. If you guys are doing this with me, another way to make this harder, because this is a smaller muscle group, you're going to feel this first before your legs give out. So if you want to feel your legs a little bit more, one thing you can do is pause at the bottom on your squat. So you can like pause and then press it up and then do your press. So you don't want to pause on the bottom if you're like all the way bottomed out, because then you won't have tension on there. So you want to pause with the tension in your quads. And I'm feeling my quads, they're a little pumped already. So for me, I think I'm gonna call it done for that one. Oh, you're not doing it with me? Shoot. I have a couple people watching, but I don't think anybody's doing it with me. And that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, my quads are kind of tight. Oh, it's midnight. Ooh. So, yeah, we're probably, are you a day ahead? Where are you again? Are you, we're the April 29th today. Are you April 30th? Yeah, this clock, I always look up at this clock and it doesn't work. We're about 1:30 here, I think, 1:45 now-ish. So if nobody's doing this with me, oh, thank you. I'm glad I have company while I'm working out. It's kind of like being in the gym. Oh, okay. Yeah, my legs they're actually tightening up. So I'm gonna leave it at 2 sets of that exercise for me. If you guys are doing it with me, anybody on here doing it with me, feel free, go ahead and do another one. Increase your weight if you want to, make it harder by holding your squat. Do a pause at the bottom and then push up, like a 2-second count at the bottom and then push up from there. You can also squat slower. Let yourself down slower and bring yourself up slower. That's another way to make it harder. Yeah, my quads are, they're feeling a little tight. So I'm going to stretch them just a little bit. That's probably all I'm going to do for my quads. But I think I'm going to do another shoulder press just by itself, no squats, just to get my shoulders a little bit more. Because riding, if this gets sore, that's not going to bother me that much, but my legs will bother me. So I'm actually going to go up to the 10s for the presses, so I'm just going to stand. Just stand and do the Arnold presses. Okay, slight bend in your knees. that was 16. Got a little more pumped on my shoulders. So, my cat was looking at me through the window. I'm going to move to side dumbbell laterals. My shoulders are feeling a little more pumped after that one. That was a good one. I felt like I could push that a little bit more. The other one I didn't want to push because of get my legs too sore. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to start with 5s. So I like to do these with a slight bend in my arm. So you can see the slight bend right there. I don't like to do them straight, like a slight bend. And lead with the elbows. So your hands shouldn't be higher than your elbows if you want to feel the side part of your shoulder where you get that V that connects into your arm. It's like that gives you the cap when you're looking at somebody from the front that has the nice shoulder caps. If you really want to hit that, you have to keep your elbow either higher or in line with your hands. If your hand starts to come up and your arm turns, that shifts it to the front of the shoulder instead of the side of the shoulder. So to get the side, you have to lead from your elbow. So it looks like this from the side, right? So it's not like that. That little bit shifts from the front delt to the side delt. So we want to hit the side delt so we have nice shoulders, right? That nice cap. These feel a little light, but I'm going to really focus on squeezing my shoulders at the top from inside, right? I'm coming up and getting that contraction, right? So I'm not just going like this. I'm not flinging the weight around. I'm coming up, getting that contraction. You should feel a contraction at the top in your shoulders, and you do that by really focusing on pushing those elbows up right at the end. I don't know how many that is. Probably, let's call that like 6 or 7. 6, 7. That was about 20-ish. Hi. Oh, hi, guys. Glad you guys are here. This is the 3rd exercise, I think. My shoulders are pumped already. I'm gonna go ahead and stay with the 5s for those because I felt those really good. And for this workout, the way I'm feeling today, it's kind of in a way low key, but it's like more purpose. There's more I'm focusing more, I think, on stricter form and not really pushing the set. So that set, like what I was talking, oh, it hurts to lift my arms. Ugh. Well, that was one set. I'm done. um, so 5 pounds, you know, depending on my mood that I'm in, I always work out by what I'm feeling for that day. And shoot. Hold on just a second. Okay. I always adjust my workout for the way that I'm feeling. So sometimes the fives might, shoot. Let me see if I can, shoot. I'm waiting. So some days the fives, you know, I might do a little faster because that's kind of like my energy for the day. Not that I'm not feeling it, I'm not flinging the weight. Today my energy is a little more low key and I feel like just going at a slower tempo and going a little bit lighter with things, but just making it really purposeful and just really getting inside the muscle, making it more strict and focused, because that feels good for today. So that's kind of where my energy is, and I have like a really good pump in my shoulders already. So I'm gonna stay with the 8 pounds, and I think I'm gonna do one more set of those, and then move to the rear delts. So that was about 20-ish on that first one. I'm going to shoot for probably about 15 or so. Maybe 20. So the way I would describe this too is like let the weight come to your hands, and then so you're not trying to, you know, move the weight. You're letting the weight come to you and letting it feel heavier as you're pushing it up. And that really gets you to get that really tight contraction at the top. We'll call that about 6. Okay, that was about 20. My shoulders are tight after that one. Trying to stretch them out a little bit. Yeah, anytime you want to make something harder, just go a little bit slower. Slower and just more focused, and just flex harder from inside. And you just like really let the weight come to you. You know, there's some days that feels good and some days it feels good to, you know, like I said, go a little faster. Still focused on the muscle, you know, not flinging it and making it sloppy. So, yeah, and sometimes we have something planned and then the day comes and it doesn't, you know, feel right. I think you kind of have to adjust your workout for that. And usually once you get moving and going, it changes your energy too. So, okay, I'm going to go to rear dumbbell raises. So, this is a slight bend too in your elbow. And this is something I think if you do it right, you can't go super, super heavy. If you're trying to get just the back of your shoulder right here, you can go heavier. And a lot of times when people go heavier, they're using their backs too. And to me, it's like when I do this exercise, I don't want to hit my back. I do other things for back. I want to hit just this muscle right here. And I see it kind of like as a piece of rope. Let me see. I don't really have one anymore. But yeah, when you bring your elbow back and your shoulder up, you should feel it like right across here. And I think I can say I've only been hurt one time in the gym, and it was from doing these. It was kind of, I want to say, let's see, it was probably around 1990. So, oh shoot. Oh. Yes, like bent over rows. Most people use too heavy of a weight. Yeah, I see a lot of people with back things. They use too much weight and then they hurt themselves. And really, if you have proper form with back, you get more benefit and results from going a little lighter and doing the correct form. I'm not saying not to go heavy, because I used to train it heavy too, but if you're not having good form, then there's no really good purpose in it. So same with these. If you really want to hit the rear delt on the back of your shoulder, like I said, I don't remember exactly when it was. Actually, it might have been like, so I started working out in 1985. It might have been around somewhere between 1987 and 88-ish, 9-ish maybe. So it was early on in my lifting career that I hurt my shoulder because I was trying to go too heavy. I had the hardest time learning how to feel the back of my shoulder. And, you know, I thought if I went heavier, I could feel it. And I came up and there was some slack time at the top. And when it came down, it's like it hurt something. And then I think it was my right one. And I couldn't do them for a while. But of course, I wanted to go lighter and see if I could figure out how I could do them just with a lighter weight and like feel them. And that's actually how I learned how to do them. The correct way to hit just that little muscle with, I mean, even with just fives, if you're doing them correctly. I don't remember like when I was really big lifting what my heaviest weight doing these would be. Maybe 15s, maybe. You're so sweet. I was saying it's hot here today. It was 83 when I came in here, and it's hot in here. Actually, I've cooled off because I've been talking too much. But the first couple exercises, yeah, they were hard. They were, so you guys just got here. The first exercise, what was the first exercise? Oh, dumbbell rows for back with a Romanian deadlift. So bent over, so you're doing a row and a deadlift, and a row and a deadlift. That was the first one. The second one was Arnold presses with the squat. So squat, Arnold press, squat, Arnold press. And I only did 2 of those. On the last one, my quads were getting tight, so I just did the Arnold presses. Side laterals, and now we're going to go to rear dumbbell raise. So like I was saying, it's like it took me getting hurt, but I can say, knock on wood, that's the only time I've really been hurt like that in the gym, was with the rear delts. And I think that is kind of probably what taught me to be even more focused and to get inside the muscle, and instead of trying to like use a heavier weight, it got me more in touch with the feel of every exercise. So if you put your focus right here, your body will kind of adjust to the correct form. And I think that's true with every muscle. Whatever muscle you're training, if you can put your focus on that muscle and keep your focus there, your body's going to adjust to where you feel just that muscle. And to me, that's the whole goal. If you're really trying to build specific muscles and sculpt your body and make your body look a certain way, you have to get that focus on what you're trying to train. So for these, it's not about lifting a heavy weight and using your back. It's about getting that little muscle. So when you do like a side chest, that gives you that depth, you know, from front to back, and that muscle right there, the rear delt, sticks out. So you get more benefit from doing strict form, a lighter weight to get that muscle, I think, than using a heavier weight and then using probably more back than rear delt. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to keep it at 20 for that one. Okay, that made me start to sweat again. Okay, are you guys doing this with me? So that was 5 pounds. You find that move hard? That's a hard one, I think, for most people to get and to feel. As far as I've learned with like my clients and people I've trained, that's one of the hard ones, as well as like lat pull downs and feeling lats, and then certain chest exercises. Yeah, hard to feel it. Yeah. It's a, well, the way I explain it to people is it's kind of like this one. The only difference is you're bent over. So like if I'm doing side laterals, if I bend over and just let my arms go down, my elbows stay bent the same, and I pull it up the same way. I'm just bent over, so when you're standing, doing it this way, you hit here. When you bend over, now it shifts it to there. So one way to think about it too is, yeah, it's kind of almost like on that first one, you set your back. So that's where you should like feel it at the top, that contraction. But you set your back When you come back down, don't let your shoulders fall. Yeah, don't let your shoulders fall. So once you get your arms up this way, think of like locking your shoulder right there, and then just, you're only moving from there to let your arm down. So you're not doing that. The minute you let your oh shoot, sorry. Yeah, it's if you have a hard time feeling it too, it might even be good to like just do what I'm doing without any weights. A lot of times it seems like people have been able to get connected with that muscle with no weight, because the minute you add a weight, if you don't know how to feel it, it's going to be harder. So if you can just bend over and maybe just think, maybe just do it on one side. And your elbows, I always say your elbows are your steering wheels for chest. And for these, if you're not feeling it in the right spot, a lot of times you need to adjust your elbows. Yeah, try it without the weights, and then, yeah, and just do one side. Just do one side. Put your focus right there, and then say, what do I have to do? Just move your arm real slow. What do I have to do to feel it there? And this one, like with the side laterals, you have to lead with your elbow. If you're leading with your hand, you're not going to be able to feel it, because see how that changes everything? It changes you from here, and then you start to do it with your hand. That slight little turn shifts it from here up to here. So with the side ones and the bent over ones, you want to have a slight bend in your arm, and then you lock that into place. So it's like fused, and so your whole arm is a lever from your shoulder down to your hand. So your hand attaches the weight to, if we're doing side laterals, your hand attaches the weight to here. So when you lift it, it all moves as a lever. This is locked in place. The minute this starts to bend, when you lift up, you take away from here. So same with the bent over dumbbell raises. The minute this bends, a lot of times your back wants to take over, right? So this has to be this way. And I tell people, so you have this slight bend, lock this in place. So this can't move. Just pretend like you've fused it. That's locked into place. You have your weights. You're pushing your elbows out, your elbows and your upper arm. It all goes together. So there's no bending here. It's all locked into place. So you're kind of thinking of elbows go out, upper arm goes out. Since this is fused, this is connected to here. So you don't even really have to think about this. This is just following from here up. Because if you're pushing your elbows out, and your arms fused, I haven't changed my elbows. My hands are just following, right? So you could even maybe try this if you just went right here and see if you could get in touch with that muscle. And it's all coming from my rear delt. I'm not squeezing my back together. You know, I'm not squeezing. Your back has to stay flat. So you can't be trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together. But if your focus is out here, and you keep it there, it shouldn't move into your back. And if it does, maybe it's just that the weight's too heavy. So if you're standing here, I tell people pretend like you're in a box. So if I was in a square, right? Or maybe more a rectangle. So the rectangle goes this way. It's almost like you're reaching towards the corners, but you're not reaching with your hands. You're not thinking of your hands going to the corner. You're thinking of lifting your elbows out for your hands to go in that direction. Because if this is all locked into place, this is going to follow. But you're thinking of pushing this out to make this move towards the corners, right? So they're not going forward. Yeah, practice and see. And two, it's like I said, maybe just put your hand here and just go right here and see if you can feel that muscle with this hand. And for some of my clients, too, if I put my fingers on where they're supposed to feel it, it helps them to know where they're supposed to focus. And then they can feel my fingers on that muscle, and then it helps them to start to get connected to that muscle. You're getting connected from, you know, from the feel, something pressing on the outside to show you where it is. So you can do that yourself by, you know, just here, put your hand back there, and yeah, just move it, and it's like, oh, there it is, right? Just move it, and just move it just little bits to kind of get in touch with like what that feels like, you know. And it's yeah, so it's not just coming straight out this way. It's that elbow has to kind of come up. Can you see that? So I'm not, okay, pretend like I'm bent over all the way. So if let me scoot back actually. If I'm just pushing out, you know, pushing the weight out, you're not going to feel it. You have to push the elbow out. The elbow has to go out. The hands will follow. So, okay. Yeah, just practice. That one just takes some practice to get used to. And like I said, the way I learned how to feel it, I think I was using like 2.5 pounds or something like that, like a little 2.5 pound plate that they had at the gym. And just, I think I even did like one at a time and focused. Thank you. I've had, 35 years of explaining things to people. So I've had practice explaining. But yeah, I think I even like just focused on one side at a time. Because sometimes it's like when you're doing both at the same time, you know, it kind of splits your focus. You have to keep focus on both sides. So it might help just to do one side at a time and just get the feel of it. And like I said, after I heard it, you know, I used like 2.5 pounds and just really learned how to like, I learned how to feel it by doing that. And then I learned that once you know how to feel it, to get just that muscle, you don't have to go super heavy. And the reason I went super heavy and hurt myself was because I couldn't feel it. And I thought, well, maybe I'm not going heavy enough. Yeah, mirrors help a lot, especially for that one. So when I'm doing them, I like to do these like in front of a mirror, and I watch. You know, just make sure I'm using peripheral vision. I'm not like staring there, so I'm using peripheral vision, which the way I explain that too, it's like you're pulling your ears out. So if you're looking straight ahead at something with like hard eyes, it pulls you out. So then you're just seeing it, takes you away from your feeling it. So if you pull your eyes back and get like soft eyes, pull your eyes back, pull your ears out, then you're in touch with like, or for me it feels like anyway, you're in touch with your senses and you're in touch with what you're feeling. You're in touch with the muscle still. So I'm not trying to like look at how I look. I'm trying to pull my eyes back, use my peripheral vision so I can see this out here too, out of the corners of my eyes. So when I look, it's like it's not even really clear, but I'm just using that to like make sure my form is right. And I'm feeling it from the inside though too. And I'm not looking to do my form from what I'm seeing. I'm feeling my form from the inside and just watching to make sure everything stays right. So it's here first, there second. So I'm doing it from the inside, and if I need to look, I do. Most of the time I don't, though, but it's just kind of like it's a reminder if you need it. But if you're looking there first, it's going to take you away from the feel. So you have to get the feel first. It's kind of like with posing, when I would teach people to pose too. First, I think you want to get into the pose from the inside with your eyes closed, and then open your eyes to see if you did it right. Right? So that way you learn by feel. So this is kind of the same way. It's like you're trying to do it from the inside to learn how to do it from feel, because that's the most important part. So the looking after you think you have it right is like your confirmation. So if you close your eyes and you get into a certain pose and then you open, it's like, are my elbows straight? Are my arms flexed? Are my legs flexed? You look to see if you got it right. If you didn't and you see something off, you correct it, close your eyes again, feel it from the inside, and then do it again. Right? So kind of the same with the form. So you make sure you're doing it from the inside out. And that gets you connected from the feel. Thank you. Yeah, so, yeah, I was going to say something. I forgot what I was going to say. You have to learn the feel first, I think, to make it. That's where your results come from, is from the inside, doing it from the inside out, not from the outside. So, okay, well, I'm cooled off again. Did I do 2 sets of those? I think I did 2 sets of those. So I want to move on to, oh, we're almost at an hour. Okay, I want to move on to, what else did I want to do? There were actually 2 more things that I wanted to do. So I want to do those quick because I don't want to go much over an hour, possibly. We'll see. I know how that always goes. I said today, it's like, well, I'm only going to do an hour because it always ends up like longer than an hour. But, oh wait, can I do this here? Yeah, I can probably do that there. Yeah, we're at an hour already. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? Okay, and I have this here. Okay, so this one is a dumbbell row, so it's going to be for lats, and you want to try to use this not to hold yourself up, but kind of for balance. So you want to try to balance on your leg, and you're going to hold your other leg up to flex your glutes. Okay, so yes, I'm not shifting my weight to this. I'm kind of keeping my weight here. So I'm going to keep my weight on my leg, slight bend in the knee. I'm going to bring this up and a row. Oh, 10. Yeah, make sure you keep that leg up too, so you get that glute in there. I don't know if I can do this. Can you guys see this over here? And you feel the glute. You feel the glute that you're standing on too, if your weight's shifted back. Let me see. Can you guys see this? Okay. So, slight bend in the knee. My leg was giving out on that one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like that one. I think my I think my quads are going to be a little bit sore tomorrow, even though I just did 2 sets, but that was my leg giving out on that. So yeah, my back could have done more, especially with that weight. But yeah, I was feeling my glutes a lot, and then that last one, my leg just wanted to like buckle and give out. So I might try, let's see, what did I say? These were, 8s. I might try a 10 on the next one. I'm going to just do, I think, 2 sets. 2 sets on this because, yeah, I think I'm going to feel my glutes too. And I need to be able to ride tomorrow. I don't want to be super sore that it like distracts me. So I'm going to do one more. That was 10 reps on each side. I'm probably only going to shoot for maybe about 7 or 8. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think I'm ready for that though. But yeah, that's a really good idea. I feel mine already, my glutes without any weights. So if you're doing a continuous push up, if you don't have weights, if you're doing a continuous push up, you know, if you're here like this, it's going to be easy, right? Because your weight's shifted this way. This is just for balance. So see how my body, when I put it on this leg, my body shifts back. This is just for balance, right? So you're trying to pull this up as high as you can and think of like flexing that glute. That'll make it harder if you don't have ankle weights, but that's a really good idea to add some to your leg to really get that glute even more. So I didn't plan it this way, but after doing the first set of those and feeling my glutes, the next exercise that we're going to do should really burn. So we got one more of those first though. So again, make sure you're not leaning, right? Shift back, so it should be like right there, right? Lift. Oh, so you not only feel this glute, you feel the one you're standing on too. And I think this must be my weaker side. This is the knee that I hurt. I don't know if it has to do with my knee. My knee doesn't hurt, but we'll see if it starts to give out on this side again. Okay, so, and it could be too that, well, no, because that's my glute. Okay, never mind. Okay, so here, on this one I have a mirror over there so I can kind of make sure I keep my leg up, slight bend in the knee. Yep, it almost started to give out again. Okay, so that was 2 of those. I think that was 8 reps. 8 reps on that set. So I'm going to finish with one more exercise. This is going to really finish off the glutes and the hamstrings. And I might just do 1 set of these. If you guys are doing it with me, you can do 2 or 3 sets or however many you need to feel them good. But I can feel like, yeah, I'm like, this is like really tired already, you know, which means that they're probably going to be. And my horse, one of my horses that I want to ride, yeah, if my glutes are sore and they're kind of sore and tight and making me hold my breath, he feels that. He's like so sensitive to that. So, yeah, I don't want to get too sore. Oh, hi, how you doing? Okay. So, I like having a glute pump though. I don't know if you can tell anymore. It's still squishy, but it feels like it's really hard and tight. Yes, I'm going to be sore. Yeah, I still feel my quads. And yeah, just those because, you know, I got double on that because the leg that you're standing on and this glute, you know, so this glute, when you have that slight bend, you're kind of tightening that to like stabilize yourself. Yeah, it really gets both sides, even though you're doing one side. Then you go to do the other side, you're getting both sides again. Yeah, I got double on that because I did 2 sets. So I think 1 set of these is going to be, and actually, I think I'm going to do 8 pounds. 1 set of these next ones are, I think, going to finish me off and probably put me over the top and make me probably more sore than I wanted to get. Now, if I wasn't riding and didn't have a horse show to do, so it's a virtual horse show, so anybody that like missed the beginning, a virtual horse show, and I have to videotape my riding and turn it in. Yeah, if I didn't have that coming up, I wouldn't care if I got sore. I like getting sore. But I don't want to get that sore this time. Okay, so this one it's a one-legged, stiff-legged deadlift. So bent over rows with the Romanian deadlift was with a bent knee. And this is actually going to be locked knee. So stiff-legged deadlifts mean stiff legs, means locked, totally locked. The Romanian deadlift is with a bent knee. So just like doing a stiff-legged deadlift with 2 legs, you're just going to do it on, I'm going to use this just for balance. So you want to hold the weight on the same side that you're working. So same with this, you don't want to force it too low where you break at the back or where you're feeling like the back of your knee. You shouldn't feel the back of your knee. The whole goal is to feel it in your glutes, hinge at your glutes, and keep your back flat. So it helps if you kind of think of keeping your chin up, and when you're coming to the top, you're tucking that in to get that squeeze in your glutes. So am I going off camera? No, I think I'm good. Okay, so they're starting over here. So 1. That was 10. don't know, should I do this way or this way? This way? No, that's going to be in the way. Okay, I'll do this way. Okay. Whew. Okay, 10 on each side. That was 8 pounds, and I feel those. I felt my hamstrings good on those too. My glutes are feeling pumped. Feel my hamstring coming off the bottom tighten. Well, and actually even just going down, because you want to think too, same thing with the last exercise, not to like really hold yourself here, you know, like hold it and then do it, right? Because it's going to take away from using the muscles in your leg to keep your balance. So the more you, or I should say, the less you use this, the more you have to use the muscles in your leg to keep your balance, so you get a lot more out of it. One, you get to kind of work on your balance a little bit, and then you're bringing in more muscle fibers that you wouldn't if you're splitting your weight between here and there, right? But if you can shift your weight to here, see how that just like, it brings me back here. So now if I were to, so that would be a challenge in itself to like, you know, try to do it and just hinge from your glutes without holding on. I think probably the heavier that you go, the harder that would be. So it helps just to like have that as like as a backup, right? So the less you can use this, the more you're going to get into your legs, especially if you're going lighter. Okay. Did anybody say anything when I was? Oh, all my legs are like, just doing that. It's like, oh, they're going to be sore. They're going to be sore. I'll post on the community tab tomorrow what got sore. So we've got a little bit of back stuff, little back, little lats, some shoulder stuff, and some little bit of quad, glutes, hamstrings. So I feel good, and I'll later tonight, it's probably going to take a while for this to upload and process so you can like watch it. In your feed though on YouTube, you should have gotten a notification, and you can always go there and watch it earlier, but I don't know if it's going to be super clear. Oh, thank you. My legs are kind of shaky. But anyway, I'll post in the description too the whole workout, so that'll be there. Also, I started posting things on my Clifta website, cliftafit.tv, and I'm going to be posting more things regularly. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are going to whip me into shape. So I think I made a post a couple days ago or so on the community tab on here about my website that I'm going to more there. So I'll probably be posting both places, you know, so in between videos and stuff, I want to start posting more things on my website, and maybe I'll just take that link and post it in the community tab and start doing that. And yes, yesterday I think I posted in both places, so just watch the community tab. And I'd like to try to do, keep up with the maybe live once a week or maybe every other week. I think our last one was like the week before. I didn't do anything last week. So my thing lately is like learning balance, not like physical balance this way. I'm pretty good at that. Balance in my life. As far as like, because the virtual horse shows are really fun. I have a horse channel, and I posted the videos that I turned in. I posted them on my other channel, and it was really fun. I haven't gotten the results yet, so I don't know how we did, but I entered 2 horses and in 2 different divisions. So I did a walk jog class with each of them, and then I did a walk jog horsemanship, which is a pattern that you have to do. And I put those on my channel, and I'm like, this is really fun. I'm curious to see how I did. Hopefully we'll find out like in the next couple days or so. And so the divisions that I want to do for that are every other week. And hopefully they'll keep this up even that way. I'd like to be able to show my horses and, you know, keep up with this channel too. Keep up with both, kind of try to balance everything. So it would be kind of nice to do workout Wednesdays, right? Today is Wednesday, right? I think it's Wednesday. You know, workout Wednesdays, that sounds fun, right? So I'd like to try to do it every week if I can. If not, every other week kind of works too. So this is like the week in between next week, which will be filming for the horse show. Although I'll be riding during this week. And I think the more I work out, so it's been probably 2 weeks since I did legs. I didn't do anything last week as far as like gym workouts. Like I said, I did rode my horse, and I haven't ridden since October of last year. So my legs got sore from that. My glutes a little bit, my inner thighs, my sit bones got sore. And I did get lots of cardio because a lot of times when I lunge them, I like walk along with them. So we do like a big circle. So I did get exercise last week. And this week I did like a light arm workout a couple days ago. So I've gotten 2 workouts in this week. So if I can keep up on my workouts, keep up on here, keep up with my horses, that's my goal. Just to try to balance and do everything that I want to do. So what have you guys learned this week? Have you guys learned anything this week? That's been my my learning. It's like just learning how to juggle everything. I guess that's what it is. I'm learning how to juggle everything that I want to do. And I've never been able to really do a lot at once because I'm the type of person, I get like that tunnel vision. I'm really good at picking one thing and just like going after it. And I think that's good, but you know, I want to do that with my horses, but see if I get too much into them, then I don't do this. And this, you guys are whipping me into shape, and I need to get back in shape. I want to get back in shape. I don't need to. I want to. And I do want, I feel better when I work out. You know, I think everybody feels better when they work out. And, you know, it's like, then if I really get into like doing this, then I neglect my horses. So yeah, it's like I'm learning how to like balance everything and then just take care of all the other animals and yeah, post on my website. And yeah, I just want to learn how to do it all, to juggle everything. So that's called multitasking, huh? I've never been good at multitasking. Anyway, but I think that's what made me so good at like learning how to focus on just one muscle. You know, not that you're not aware of the other muscles that you're using, because you have to be aware of your whole body. But yeah, just that tunnel vision is like what has helped me to like learn to zone in on just one single muscle and learn how to work just that one muscle to get the most out of it. Because I think to make an exercise the most intense possible is to, like today, so we were talking about the side laterals, to make that the most intense as you can for the side delt. Nothing else can move, you know. So the minute you, I don't know what's the best way to show it. So it would look like this. Once this is locked in place, the only place you're rotating at is at the shoulder. So that puts the most tension and focus right there, right? The minute you do this and the elbow breaks or the wrist breaks, now you've just taken the tension away, because now something else is trying to come in and help here. But if you're really trying to make the muscles grow, you have to have that tunnel focus, a tunnel vision and focus right on the muscle that you're working. And that comes from like locking everything into place. So it's kind of like what we were talking about with these too. You know, if your weight is distributed between here and here, and you're doing this exercise, right? It's like that changes the exercise and it changes your focus. But if you can stay shifted back, right, and this is locked and you're just lifting from here, you know, this doesn't even change. See, this is locked into place, right? So you're coming up and you're just tilting from here. But you see people go down and then they come up and they move here. The minute you do that, you just shifted from your glute up to your lower back and down. So that shifting takes the tension off of here. So the more you can lock everything into place and stabilize it, and then just rotate at the muscle that you're working, it's going to make it more intense in that area. And that's what makes it grow faster. You get faster results. You feel it faster. You feel it deeper because it's more intense. You know, the minute you do something else, the tension goes away. So it diffuses it. So now it's not as intense, right? You just shifted all that focus and energy from one spot. Now you've shifted it to the other spot, and so it diffuses it. So it's like if you think of like maybe balloons, you know, and it's like you have all the air in this balloon and you're working just that muscle. But the minute you move someplace else, some of the air comes out of this balloon and goes into this balloon. So you can think of the balloon as your pump. So to get like a really intense, deep pump, if you keep that focus there, it's bigger, right? But if you are starting to get that and then your focus goes someplace else and you bring in, like for the stiff-leggeds, if you bring in your back, this balloon goes down, so you lose a little bit of that pump because the tension went away, and now your back starts to get pumped, right? So now the intensity has just been diffused. So to me, I mean, this is just my opinion. This is what I learned over the years, that you get just the best, fastest results the more and the longer you can keep your focus on that muscle. It just takes it really deep into the muscle. You know, the other way is kind of like a surfacey thing because you're getting a little bit here, but that's a common, it's a common thing for people. Your body will start to adjust because it wants to cheat because something's getting harder. So for this one, you know, when I'm working with my clients, it's like if their focus starts to go, a lot of times then they're just like moving up and down, you know, or they'll move back too far, you know, and it's just because I think when something starts to feel intense, so somebody can start off with like strict form, and when you start to feel that burn and it gets intense, the body wants to bring in other muscles to help to make it easier. And the more you can resist that and keep it in the muscle that you're working, to me, that's the name of the game. That's the goal, because to me, it's the intensity that makes you grow. You know, it's like, sure, heavy weights do too, but I think you can also grow with lighter weights if the intensity is there, but you have to make it intense. And that comes from focus. That comes from not letting your body cheat. You know, keeping everything locked in place and making that muscle do all the work, not letting other muscles come in to help it. It's like once you start to feel that, it's like, nope, you just have to take your mind and put it, whatever you're working. So if it's these, it's like you just have to like lock into that muscle. If it's these, you lock into this muscle. And then there's ways to like take it farther by the side laterals. You're standing there with bent knees and you're doing this. It's like once you start to go heavier, then you add a pop. That pop didn't change my form. It didn't make me go forward. It didn't make me go backwards. It made me drop. And then you pop off the bottom. It didn't change my arms. It still keeps the focus here. But that little pop gives you an extra little off the bottom to get past the sticking point. So the sticking point would probably be about right here, right? To get up just a little bit higher, to get another couple rep outers. Lightweight, you can stay strict. I'm going to try 10s. I just 5 10s. These I'm going to have to use a pop. So let me see if I can do 12s. I probably wouldn't quite need to pop on the 10s, but I just want to show you. Yeah, this one's a little heavier. So when you do that, you feel your hamstrings tighten, because your hamstrings tighten to like give you that pop, but that allows you to get a little momentum, to get some more reps out without having to change your form. So without having to change your form from here to there, and to use your body weight to pull it up, because once you do that, you just shifted from here to here, and maybe even biceps. So now how did I get off on that tangent? Oh, learning to keep the focus right where you're working. So whenever you start whatever you're doing, the goal is to keep it in that muscle all the way to the end and not letting some other muscle help you or take over. Because I think the more you can do that and keep the focus on just the muscle that you're working, then you're going to get better results faster. Chest, for example, the goal is to feel your chest, not your shoulders and triceps. Is to feel your chest first, not shoulders and triceps first. If you're feeling shoulders and triceps first before chest, then your form's off somewhere. So you'd probably want to go a little bit lighter and learn how to get your chest first. But when you're training super heavy, when you start off and you're feeling your chest, because shoulders and triceps are kind of connected to chest training, you should always feel your chest first, though. And then as it's heavier and you're pushing really hard, then secondarily you might feel your shoulders and triceps too. So, okay, I think I'm done. Where are we at? Oh my gosh, we're at an hour and a half. So anyway, I just want to say, yeah, keep an eye out for my cliftafit.tv website. I'll be posting things there. I'll also be posting things on my community tab in between videos. And yeah, I don't, okay. I might be planning to try to do every Wednesday for a live. Do you see how I'm having a hard time committing to that? But I was very proud of myself today because I was going to put this off till tomorrow. And I thought, no, you already put it on there. People responded. I didn't want to let you guys down because I said that I wanted to possibly do a live today. So I'm glad I did. I feel good. I don't know if you guys did any of that with me, but I'm going to post the workout below in the description. So if you want to just like have it written down to like see it, you can see the whole thing there. And I will probably maybe take this video and post it to my website with it listed over there too. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And unless you guys, anybody have any questions or want to say anything before I sign off? And watch tomorrow, watch the community tab, because I'll probably post if I got sore, which I think I'm going to. I think my glutes are going to be sore for sure. Maybe quads a little bit. Shoulders, I'm not sure about shoulders. I don't know if they'll get sore. And also too, I think I said in the beginning too, I was watching a video today that was talking about if you guys are subscribed, and make sure you hit the little bell icon and hit the all so you get all the notifications. If you're not getting all the notifications, the video I saw said it just means that you haven't watched one of my videos recently. So if you're watching my videos consistently, the notifications should show up in on your home. And also, I want to work on growing this channel again and just doing, you know, stuff like this, doing the lives, and probably going to stick to just those for right now, unless I have time to film a video and edit it. These are easy because I don't have to edit anything. But I would like to eventually maybe get to like just making other videos too. But it really helps my channel to grow too if you give me thumbs up on videos that you like. So even watching this one, if there's any other videos that of mine that look interesting, watch those. And if you give them a thumbs up, that just helps me to grow my channel and get my videos out there more. You know, I spent, I think it was like 2017, 2018, and well, and actually last year too, up until like about October, growing my horse channel. And that one has like over 22,000 subscribers. I was like, wow, that one's like really grown. And it's from the one main video. I'll either see if I can put a card up here. I don't know if I can put cards up on this, or in the description box, I'll put a link to the video that has made it grow the most. It would be one that you wouldn't really think, well, maybe you would, I don't know. But the way I made it wasn't really intended for the way that, like, yeah, people watch it. It was my horse being cute. And anyway, that one has just like taken off. So that's my main one that like I think raised the subscriber rate. But anyway, I want to get my subscribers growing on here too. So I'm at, I think I'm at 6852, I think, something like that. When I first came back here in March, that first video that I made, I think I was at 62 or 6858 or something like that. And the first videos that I've made, I like lost some subscribers, which is okay. You know, that used to bother me before, but now I don't care because I'm on a different path and a different journey, and I knew I was going to lose some, but actually I've gained some since I lost some. So I've gained some new ones. So, yay. So, yeah, I want you guys to whip me into shape, and let's help make our channel grow. Wouldn't it be nice to get to like 10,000 subscribers? That would be really cool. Anyway, I'm just like babbling, waiting to see if anybody had any comments or questions before I sign off. So anybody? We're at 1 hour and 37 minutes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I hope you guys have had a good week or two since I saw you guys last on here, and I hope you have another good week or so. And I'll be back soon. And again, I'll post it on the community tab first. I'll try to do it a day ahead of time, like I did this last time. So, and usually when I do them, they'll probably be around this time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock-ish, Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, and I think I'm going to go outside. I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to get some protein and feed my body. And looks like the weather's still nice, so I think I'm going to go outside with my horses, and I might do a live video out there too. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, it's Life with Horses TV, and yeah, you'll see my banner. So I think there's another Life with Horses on there, but you'll see my banner. I have a red shirt on one of them, and I have a white hat. So I think I'll be doing a live there either today or tomorrow there. So if you want to check that out too, I'll be over there in the next day or two. Okay, thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.